Hi there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to you reading back with me and Anisa from the Inner Stereo. So this is going to be your love general messages. The format is going to be you versus them. I'm going to be pulling card about who is it that we're going to be talking about today, your challenges, past, present, future. And by the end of the session, I'm also going to be pulling some advice card for you. All right. Keep in mind that this is general reading, so the rules may get reversed or it may or may not resonate with you at all. And if you want a personal reading with me, there's going to be a link on the description box below. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. All right. So let's do it, Scorpio. Who is it that we're going to be talking about today for you and what their energy is like currently? Ace of Wands, Two of Swords, and also the Strength card. Okay, what are Scorpio's challenges? You got the Queen of Swords. And then you also have the Eight of Cups. All right, so how are they in the past? Kings and Queens, Philosophers. Ten of Swords in reverse, the Devil card. How about you, Scorpio? How are you in the past? I've tried so hard to find. Ten of Wands, and also the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so whoever it is that we're going to be talking about today, you might be dealing with a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, or you might be dealing with an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or a Capricorn, or a earth sign person. That's going to be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But from the way that I see this, Scorpio, the person in which we're going to be talking about today, they're kind of like wanting to give new beginnings into this connections with the Ace of Wands in here. They're trying to, gather up some courage or gain like a little bit of a confidence to do this. However, they stop right there. You know what I mean? Like every time there's that impulse, every time there's that want of them wanting to do something about these connections, they stop right there and they're trying to, put some logical perspective into why am I feeling this way? Why do I really want to do this? Like something like that. So they're kind of like holding back a lot from the way that I see this here. All right. Your challenges has a lot to do with like, this could be you or this could be them doing this to you. But there's somebody here who's acting very, very cold. The Queen of Swords in this deck of mine is literally really, really cold, especially with the Eight of Cups in here. Somebody here got trust issues. And I feel that somebody here wants the other person to kind of like do something or convince them in order to drop down their guard, because the Eight of Cups in this deck of mine is not really pretty. It's not as if like, you're just walking away because you don't feel emotionally fulfilled. There's something that triggers it. You know what I mean? It could be someone jealous of somebody else, or somebody is accusing somebody else of a third party situation, whatever that may be. But this trust issues kind of like hinders one person in this connections to fully open up unless the other party is convincing them or do something that is like, okay, I think, you can earn my trust back. Something like that. All right. So how are they in the past, Scorpio? Ten of Swords in reverse, and also the Devil card. You got the Ten of Wands and also the Queen of Pentacles. You felt really burdened by this connection. Okay. This is you with the Ten of Wands in here. You felt really, really burdened by this connections, and you felt that, there's like a very, very dark clouds looming in, getting really, really close to her. And what's next? What's next? Like, I can't deal with this anymore. And instead of focusing on these connections, you chose to just focus on what you want in life. Okay. You focus a lot more on, maybe your job, your career, your finances, what have you, or you're trying to stay more grounded within yourself. You might kind of like, have a little bit of a discovered in you liking for fruits. I don't know why I'm getting that sense, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. This person, however, they're trying to get over the hurt, or they're trying to get over the pain, but they're still insecure about it because they have the Devil card here. We'll clarify it once we're done with our reading. Let's see here. How are they in the now? How are they in the now? Four of Wands. Five of Wands. How about you, Scorpio? Eight of Swords. Oh. Seven of Swords. Oh, you have a lot of cards here. Page of Pentacles and also the Two of Cups. Well, it's only fair if we add some more to theirs. Well, the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. I have two interpretations for this one, all right? It could be that you guys are still in contact or you guys are still in communications, but the way that they go about it is like as if nothing happened. And you're kind of like screaming on the inside because you feel that there's something there, you know, because you have the Eight of Swords. There's something here that you're overthinking. There's something here that you cannot let go of. And you feel that you're kind of like betraying yourself every time you interact or you connect with this person because something within you is not happy within this connection. Yes, you love them. Yes, you love them and all that, but you're trying to kind of like keep it balanced, but you can't. So that's the first interpretations. The second interpretation is that you might not be in contact with this person at all because this person is a Six of Pentacles in reverse. Why are they doing it is because I do feel that this is like a show of power or a show of like who is more stubborn than who's going to break first and something like that. And they're kind of like giving you the impression as if like they're doing all right because they're either hanging out with their friends or they're kind of like traveling somewhere and they make it known to you that they're doing that. Okay, so I do have two interpretations for this. Let's see in the now. Sorry, in the future. Let's see in the future. From their side, please. Seven of Cups. Seven of Wands. How about from your side, Scorpio? Nine of Cups, and you also have the Empress that is in reverse. So much. Now, I don't know who's doing this, but, you know, what I feel sad about is that, you know, with the Queen of Cups here, is taking a pity with the Nine of Swords. We'll save that for advice. But in the future, I don't know what is it about them though. I mean, like they want you, but they're also not letting you in. There's something here that they're very protective of. It's like every time you're trying to tell them what bothers you, instead of listening to it, they're reacting. You know what I mean? It's always reacting because it's clear here, you with the Empress card in reverse from your side, there is one particular desire that you want from them. You want them to do something. But it's difficult for you to get it, and it's also difficult for you to say it. And you probably have said it multiple times, but it's like every time you're trying to tell them what you need, it's like they become very defensive. You know, this is the Seven of Wands in this deck of mine. It's very, very defensive to a point where you're like, kind of like questioning, is this even deep enough? You know, is this too shallow? Because you don't feel that this person is letting you in. They're not letting you into their space here because they like to get their heads up in the clouds. You're dealing with somebody who just likes their space. I kind of notice, you know, with the Seven of Cups and the combination with Seven of Wands is like every time they're in their head about something and then you ask them questions or you do something, they're going to be very snappy about it too. You feel lonely in this connection. Want to clarify something here? This one. Let's clarify the Seven of Cups, yeah? Let's clarify the Seven of Cups here, please. The Moon, the Star card, the Eight of Wands, and also the Page of Swords. How about from Scorpio's side with the Nine Cups here? Well, you're done waiting for this person, aren't you? Well, you're done waiting because you feel that you thought you could have handled it. You could have brought balance into your life and into these connections. But it's not making you happy, so you do not want to see or do not want to wait around or do not want to see things from their perspective simply because you felt that you've already done it a lot of times and now it's their turn to learn your perspective. You kind of like, you have this desire, this needs to be heard, because you feel unheard. You feel lonely in this relationship, in this connection. You're trying to put balance into here, and I do see that happening here. It almost seems to me as if like this person likes their fantasy of you instead of the real you. So when you're just like a mere fantasies of them, they're crazy about you. They're obsessed. But once it gets too realistic, this person just doesn't want it, or just doesn't let you in enough. You might be dealing with a dismissive avoidant because that's how they are. They might feel a bit overwhelmed when somebody trying to, connect with them. Because whenever you're good on your own, when you're showing your streak of independence, when you're kind of like detaching away from them, that is the moment where this person is stalking the hell out of you, being really obsessed, trying to figure out a lot of things about you, fantasizing a lot about you and stuff like that. But the moment where you're there in their presence is the moment where they start to freak out. It's like, you might be dealing with a dismissive avoidant here. It's a classic tale of a dismissive avoidant. Let's see what the Seven of Wands here. Something got into my eyes. Sun card is in reverse. The Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, how about from their side here with the Empress? World card, Eight of Wands, the Eight of Cups, yeah. So you might be dealing with a Taurus or Libra. You might be dealing with a Leo, fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or a Capricorn. Or a water sign. That's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But anyway, I do feel that by the end of it, you would tell them that you are emotionally walking away because you feel that your desires are not being met. Your basic needs, your basic desires are not being met. And to cross-watchers, it made sounds unfair because, you guys are probably thinking like, well, what do you mean? Like, I pay their bills, that their basic needs? No, like the basic needs to be heard, to be acknowledged. You know what I mean? I kind of understand you here. But anyway, yeah, I think in the future, you guys are going to be communicating that, like, I think I've concluded things on my own. I don't really need some type of closure. I think their actions is a closure from me. So I'm going to be communicating to them that I'm going to be emotionally walking away out of this connection. Make sure that when you're doing this, you're not playing any type of game, Scorpio, because it might backfire on you, because this person's reactions is going to be a bit like, why? Like, it's going to struck their ego a bit here, and they might be a bit mean, like when you said that you want to emotionally walk away, they might be a bit mean to you. So make sure that you're not playing games when you're doing that, all right? Make sure that it's not just an empty threats. By the end of the day, I do see two people very in love with one another, but having a hard time understanding. I got one person here who is very understanding with the Queen of Cups, trying to act like their mother, very forgiving, high tolerance level. But then I had another person here who does have like a little bit of insecurities issues, and they don't really want anybody to get in closer to them. That's why I've been saying you might be dealing with a dismissive avoidant here who keeps overthinking. He's like, oh my God, like I do love Scorpio, but I don't know why I can't really, let them in. Let's get some advice for you. Actually, this is not an advice, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, advice for Scorpio, please. Whatever wants to come out. The Phoenix, the Golden Mirror. So you got the Phoenix, you know, it's fitting because it's a Scorpio, right? Scorpio is the literal Phoenix of the zodiac because out of, I mean, you guys are being represented by the death card. So out of every death, out of you grow out of it, you transform out of it. So you have that. And you also have the golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship and love bombing. Do I need to explain more? Well, the advice has a lot to do with you focusing on yourself, focusing on that transformations. You've been in this stagnancy for quite a while, and it's time for you to change, whether it be, you know, moving on from this person or whatever, but you just can't stay in this current situations because it's driving you nuts. All right? So I think that is it for my reading for you, Scorpio. I hope that you find tons and tons of clarity that you've been looking for, and I look forward to seeing you next week for another weekly reading. All right, bye-bye, guys. Have a great day. I love you.